Pope Francis, in the same place where he put the Pachamama in a boat. You remember that? In the same exact place, that's where they put the corpse of Cardinal Ratzinger, Pope Benedict XVI, dead. His soul had left his body and gone to the particular judgment. Did Pope Francis, looking into that casket or looking at that corpse on the bier in St. Peter's where he placed the Pachamama, same spot, has he had a change of heart? Has he looked at the dead body of Pope Benedict XVI, of blessed memory, and said, one day, that will be me. I will be the dead Pope. People will be in here praying. They're going to close my casket and they're going to go bury me, inter me somewhere. If you have any ounce of spirituality, you're going to think, after I die and I'm put into the pine box, I'm going to see Jesus and I'm going to be judged for every action I'm going to do. And how's that going to go? You know, a lot of people say that when their parents die, in particular when their father dies, they have a period of reflection. Their father is dead, and they say, who am I? What am I doing? Am I living up to him? Am I surpassing him? Am I disappointing him? He's now gone. I'm still here. And I can't help but think that those same kind of thoughts happened in the mind and the heart of Pope Francis. Did Pope Francis, or will Pope Francis, have a change of heart? Will he become more merciful, kind, less restrictive of the traditional Latin Mass? Or will he double down? What's going to happen next? I think we all agree Pope Francis, he himself is getting old. We have to pray for him. I would love for Pope Francis to be the holiest, greatest Pope of all time, to have a Damascus Road conversion and say, you know what? I got off the path, but you know what? I'm going to make things right. I'm going to fire all the wolves in the Vatican. I'm going to appoint holy men. And I'm going to reverse policies that have hurt people, damaged people, led people to schism, led people to leave the church. He doesn't have much more time. Luis Guzman says, I think Francis will double down. He has never shown any sign of changing. AJ says, I think Pope Francis clearly has some Marxist leanings. I mean, yeah, just last week, he talked about how his version of Christianity is socialist. Strongly disagree. I think Francis is going to double down. I know I'm late to this, but what changed him? Changed in him, like you said, looking down into the casket of Pope Benedict XVI could have changed him, but he's not changing. I think we'll give him a little time. I think this meeting with Cardinal Zen is positive. I like it. It shows some good faith. I'm not counting Francis out yet, but if there's not a conversion, he doesn't cooperate with grace, I think we are going to have even more persecution, and he's not going to double down, he's going to quadruple down. What do you foresee is next for the traditional Latin Mass under Francis's rule? I think he is going to enforce concelebration. I think he's going to enforce communion in the hand at the TLM, and I think he's going to enforce altar girls at the TLM. And what else? Oh, and then the Novus Ordo Lectionary in English or in vernacular at the TLM. He's going to put pressure on those who retain the TLM. He's going to continue to Novus Ordoize the TLM if he lives long enough. I believe that's what he'll do. Lana says, Pope Francis is driven by his socialistic roots. He has said some very heretical things. So, yeah, I mean, if he did have a change of heart, it wouldn't just be, I'm going to be nice to Cardinal Zen now. It would have to be, I need to go back and correct and clarify things I've been saying for the last 10 years or beyond. Cruzada, Solidarista, Dr. Marshall, for sure, Bergoglio has not changed his mind. Is PR what he did with Cardinal Zen? So Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I wish I could talk to Cardinal Zen. Anybody got Cardinal Zen's contact? I'd love to speak with him. I'd love to hear just, did he talk about anything of substance with you, Your Eminence? Did he talk about the Chinese Vatican agreement? Did he talk about the certain appointees as bishops? Anything like that happen, or was it just a ha ha he shake hands? I want you to leave. I want you not to take anything out of my apartment. Kind of a joke, like I read in the America magazine release. Also, notice who broke the story: the Jesuit magazine America. That means Pope Francis gave the story to them first so that they could lead with it, and then people like me could respond to it. But they got the lead.